Hello, hello. Ooh, I'm just sitting back sipping a lot of this tea. There's a lot going on. Lots going on. The beats have ramped up. It's holiday time, Christmas time, so I hope everybody knows that some of the beats will ramp up. And it is what it is, but I'm coming on to be a little messy today. Yeah. I'm gonna be a little messy. I see so much stuff going on. I've been riding around, just watching, hanging up in the bushes. I fell out of the bushes a couple of times, but I tried not to. I just try to stay up in my little skybox seat. But there's a lot going on. People just picking beats with people just to pick beats with people. I don't know. It is what it is, A lot I don't understand, but it's okay. But we're going to talk about a few things today. I was asking somebody, did they know about that daddy's cult? The girl Angela from Michigan, who has this virtual cult. Come and get this commentary, did something on her. Then the Black Podcast, crazy. She's something like a nature boy, I guess. That's who they would kind of relate her to. But it's crazy. She got these women going crazy over, hey, peace. You getting ready for your trip? Peace, I need you to do me a favor. Can you please help me get BB Nice to 500 so she can get her hold on, peace. BB Nice is a mod of mine, a beautiful sister, beautiful queen, and she has a channel and she's trying to get to 500 because I don't know if you all know, YouTube now allows you to have a community board. A community board is so important to a lot of content creators because it helps them share out other people, other content creators to get them to their subscriber amount or just to check out new content. Peace is very good at that, I must say. She's good at making a list and sharing out new content creators. People come on here for different reasons. First of all, let me stop here and thank everybody for joining me today. I know there's a lots going on, and I want to talk about some of it. But please make sure you hit that like button. I tried to promise that I would come on Sundays, but now my schedule will not permit me to come on Sundays as I wanted to do. So I have to get in where I fit in, and that's what you have to do. Is like a regular scheduled program. If we consistent and come on, then people will meet us there. It's just like if you watch the news 6 o'clock every day, you will watch Mz.Teavalocity 1 o'clock on Sundays. However, sometimes we have my little interruptions in our lives and we have to switch up. But please, can you please help me shout out BB Nice to try to get her to her 500 subscribers so she could get her community board. She has great content. She started, and again, she probably one of those content creators who's in a positive realm and get a little frustrated when you put so much work into your channel and you don't see the numbers that you want to see, and you wondering why. That's because we stuck in this certain algorithm. And hey, T. Trisha, I'm glad you're here. I'll be back in a minute. But we're stuck in this algorithm and we see that it's purpose now. So they'll show more of the drama and people will gravitate towards the drama because of what they call the B sector. And this is where we at. But the more we get out and share other positive content creators or just different content, then people will recognize and go elsewhere. Okay. So that's what I want to do. I want to help get some of these people names out there so we could have different content to choose from. And BB Nice is one of them. She's one of them, a beautiful queen. I've spoken with her. Diva met her several times. And so please help us get her to 500 because YouTube allows you to have a community board now when you have 500 subs. And she's only 30 subs away. So let's help her get there. Peace, would you help me do that? T. Trisha, you're a content creator. I know you do a lot of singing. Beautiful voice. That was a great interview you had with Peace Love the other day. I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. I'm gonna really be real today. So I don't know how much deep doo-doo I may get in, but I'm gonna be real today. Peace had a great show with T Trisha. T Trisha supports everyone. She supports everyone over on this side. You know, we do this side thing, the ops, you know. She's a very supportive, beautiful, spirited queen. She even give gifts to people. She's just got a good heart. And she shared her story the other day on Peace Love's live. Now, I would think because of the person T Trisha was, that Peace Love would have had more people in there. Even if you didn't care for Peace Love, you would have supported T Trisha. But that's not how it goes over here. And I understand that. But it's very disappointing because it probably didn't phase either one of them, but it was an observation I made. Whether you like me or not, if I'm hosting a good show that would be beneficial to a lot of women who's probably trapped in a domestic violence relationship, even men. I tried to get this gentleman on to talk, but a lot of people don't want to talk about. And he was in a same-sex relationship, domestic violence, but he didn't want to share his story. But it's information that is much needed here. And when someone has a live like that, I think a lot of us should flock to them. Whether I like that content creator or not, I'm supporting the domestic violence information and education and someone's story that's dear to me. And I really do care for T Trisha because I've been watching her now. Maybe I've been here about 3 years and she supports everyone. See, it wasn't about the host, it was about her story getting out there. But T Trisha, I'm glad you got out of your situation. You're a beautiful person. You're a little different than me, even though I forgave and I moved on. Hey, Houston bred Kimberly Black, Pandy's Hair Care, another content creator, Pandy's Hair Care. Beautiful sister over there doing her thing in reference to skin, hair. Uh, she does a common relax thing in the morning. You know, Houston bred, another content creator. Thank you for joining. But sometimes it doesn't matter whether you like the content creator because I'm not well liked. I know that. I know that. And then I am, you know, so it's like an oxymoron. I am and I ain't to some people, but it's important sometimes that we go and gravitate towards something that's going to benefit us in life and not just junk and drama. But I get it. I get it. You know, the big hype is on the drama, and that's where we at. But if you can, try to support some good things. When people have great things, domestic violence was deep. I told my story. I should have knocked it out of the park, but I don't because of the environment that I'm in. You know, but we need to be very careful because we need to take in some positivity. We need to take in information and educate ourselves on things that's going to help us along the way. Her story could have helped someone. Yeah, because some people don't know how to get out of an abusive relationship. Like I said, I planned. T. Trisha said her goddaughter, which is her niece, was her saving grace because her husband had abused the little girl and the daycare had picked it up. Now, a couple of things could have happened there. One, they could have taken the little girl away from T. Trisha because they could have deemed her being in a, you know, abusive environment, a dangerous environment, but they didn't. God sent that little girl to be her saving grace, her saving grace. So she took the niece and she left. Me, I planned. I was putting my money in the bank. I had good credit, you know. I was building my credit and I made a run and I ran. Everybody can't do that. I may have to come off camera, you guys, because I see I'm freezing up. But everyone can't do that. But I was able to do that. Some people don't know how to get out. Some people don't have a support system. T. Trisha had a support system. I had a support system somewhat, so I was able to do that. But we need to really bring some important, vital information that will help the growth of us on YouTube, not just drama, but we like the drama because I'm going to talk about the drama. I'm going to talk about something that I talked about maybe a year and a half ago too. And I said, I don't say too much about it, but I called it. And sure enough, it happened. See, I sit back and I observe stuff. I just observe and I watch. And I watch how people move. And I'm very good. I got a good discernment. And I normally is point on about something I feel in my spirit, right? And I was right about it. So it's not even taking place. I went back and forth with Too Sweet, who Too Sweet was. I said, there's going to be no show. Exactly, no show. Just like I called. You can see how people move. Plus, you need to know marketing, what sells, what won't sell. And I didn't think that garbage here would sell. It sells to us over here, but a broad audience wouldn't, they wouldn't be interested in. So I think I never heard any more about it, but I think there is no show. I don't think it is, right? I called it. I called it. I got a long dissertation written about it that I didn't know what I was talking about. Lady, you this, you that. And I did a little live and I was like, whoever this Too Sweet is, don't agree with me. But Too Sweet, I hope you hear this video and you agree with me now. There is no show, right? Let it go, let it go, let it go. And I wanted to talk about something else. I want to talk about what makes people think that you are afraid or you're a punk because you contact the law when your family is in jeopardy. See, I'm no fool. I'm no fool. If you jeopardize me and my family, my children, I am going to get the law involved because I want the law to have a track and documentation of what is going on. So if I decide to murk you and take you out of this world, it's self-defense, right? That I don't deem a person weak because they call the police if someone is threatening them. Now, this is YouTube. And a lot of that goes on in YouTube. And people have this saying, keep it on YouTube. And I agree because it's entertainment. 9 times out of 10, these Negroes not going to do nothing but sell wolf tickets. But when you get to following people and, you know, you at their homes and you know what their children have on and every move they make, then you become a danger to me and my family. And that's when I will get the law involved. The law involved. That's what I do. So for Rita, you know, I hear a lot of people talking about Rita and whatever situation she got going on. Rita, you did the right thing. Now, my advice to you, and you may not take it, but this will be my advice to you. I know you've done dirt just like everybody else. No one hands is clean when it comes to the doxing, the talking about kids, the dragging, the gagging, because that's what they do. So no one gets a pass from me. Okay. Now I can say I have never come down here and talked about anyone's child or do that dragging and gagging. That's not who I am. But basically everybody over here has done it. So no one is better than the other. Everybody's hands is dirty. But if you feel like you threatened or your children is threatened, you do what's best for you and your children. To hell with what people say. But my advice to you, Rita, is to leave some of this alone. If you letting the courts handle it, let the courts handle it. You don't have to answer these people. You don't have to go back and forth, back and forth. You say you're not going to, but then you make videos. Let the court handle it. If it's in the court of the law, they will deem whatever is necessary, whatever the outcome is. But you going back and forth, just harm it hurts both of your cases, you and whoever else you go on. I don't know those other people. I just know Rita. But Rita is not innocent. So I'm not giving anyone a pass. I'm just saying when you start following people, and if you have it, and if you have it on paper or video, however, and it's a fact, then you have grounds to stand on and you should take it to the law. Other than that, leave it on YouTube. It's just YouTube. These people sell a lot of wolf tickets. But with that being said, too, I want to say this. YouTube has become an intricate part of a lot of our lives. And this is reality to some people. This is who they are. This is what they do. This is how they live. And this is their means, their financial means to survive. So it is reality. When people say, oh, it's just YouTube, it's just entertainment, it's not reality. No, it's some people's reality. And we have to make sure We have to make sure that we remember that, and you just don't blow stuff off. This is your reality. This is your virtual reality. And so when people make threats and do certain things, you need to take it serious. You just can't say it's YouTube. We know on several occasions, people have gotten murked on YouTube through about YouTube garbage. They have taken it in real life. They have taken it to the streets, and they have done things because of something being said on YouTube. So we need to be careful when we say, oh, it's just an entertainment app. It's not serious. Don't go to the police. Don't do this. Don't guard yourself. Don't get your gat. Don't do it. No, you need to take it serious because you have a lot of mentally ill people on YouTube that will take this stuff off of YouTube and put it into real life. In reality, we have to be very careful. I'm going to talk about you later too, Cap. Thanks for joining me. So remember that you are involving people's lives, their real lives, and you could bring harm to innocent people that have nothing to do with YouTube just by gagging, dragging, doxing, and all that mess. You put other people in harm's way, okay? So remember, when you just say, oh, this is just an entertainment app, this just YouTube, I don't take it serious. Some people take it serious. We have a lot of mentally ill, pick me, I want to belong people, and they will do anything, and they become like cult-like minded people. And even though I don't act, maybe something I say will cause somebody who really like me to act upon something. Remember, your voice is powerful on here. Content creators are very powerful. They influence you whether they know it or not. So we have to be mindful what we allow on our platforms and what we say. Because I may not go out and hurt someone, but someone who really likes me may go out and hurt someone for me. So you got to be careful with that, right? Hey, Net Detective, what's happening, Miss Playful? So no one is innocent on here when it comes to the dragging and the gagging and the talking about kids. I don't do it. I don't like it. But again, they can't tell you how to fight. That's what we say over here. And I really believe this B sector thing is a mentality, you guys. I really do. I think you put your mind there. It's the B sector. I have to act accordingly to fit in. I don't. I say I'm not part of the B sector. And people say, well, you over here, or if you mention it, or you looking at it, you part of it. No. I beg to differ. Is a lot of things that I don't do to make sure that I'm not part of it in that retrospect. I don't come on here and drag kids, people. I don't talk about people's misfortune. I don't dox people. I don't call people jobs. I don't do stuff like that. That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. And I don't want my channel. So no, I'm not part of the B sector, because to me, the B sector is a state of mind. It's a state of mind. People think they have to act a certain way to be a part of this sector over here. You don't. Everyone over here don't drag, gag, roast, dox, cuss each other out, and whatever. Everyone over here doesn't do that. So, like I said, it's a beef state of mind. It's a state of mind. I don't allow people to control and manipulate me. So just because you talk about me, don't mean I'm going to come down here and go back and forth with you. So most people with that beef sector state of mind, and in this little sector that believe you have to do that, is easy for you to control them. See, because I don't have the B sector state of mind, you can't control me. I don't care how many videos you make about me. I'm never going to dumb myself down or lower myself or be a part of something I don't want to be a part of. And that's just a fact, because I have that much control over myself. I have that much control over myself. So I don't do it. Everybody is grown. They do what they want. They suffer the consequences when they do things. And it is what it is. I can't tell people what to do. I'm not trying to run anyone's platform but Mz.Teavalocity's. But know this. When you go back and forth with someone, you to me, You either playing the game, and that's cool. That's cool if you playing the game. I don't play the game. I already told everybody I don't play games. I don't play games. I just don't. Not like this. You either go back and forth with them and y'all make a little change if that's what it's about, or you ignore them and then they have to find someone else to dumb down to their level to go back and forth with. I personally don't do it. Hey, Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn, I was wondering about you. I hadn't seen you on in a few days. You okay, babe? But anywho, I choose not to do that. I choose to come down here and just do me. Just do me. You like me or you don't. So that's a state of mind to me. You let people control you. And when people control you, you want to belong. A lot of these people I notice want to belong so bad. They want to belong to something or somebody. That's why they say sometimes people are like cult-like minded people, because they want to belong. They don't care what they do, what type of attention they get. Just please, do you see me? And if you don't see me, I'm going to cause ruckus. I'm going to cut some mofos out just so you can see me. That's just not my bag. I just don't do that. You know, I don't think I have to. I think I have content that, you know, people will like, and I could just be me. But I wanted to talk about that too. When sometimes they say YouTube turns people. Yesterday I was driving, and I support Captivating Christian. I support him and Nate, politics and everything. And so I popped on the YouTube while I was driving, and I hear Captivating Christian cussing. And I'm like, damn, what's going on? What's going on with Cap? And I hear him using all these words that I normally don't hear him say. And I see Nate, but now remember, I got to keep my eyes on the road too. But I popped in and I did one of those voice texts. Hey, Cap, I'm just checking out what's happening, because I never heard him get off like that. But apparently, someone had doxed Nate or shared his picture somewhere on their community wall. To be honest, I couldn't get the gist of it because, again, I was driving and he was going off basically when I came on. But I know Nate and Cap from being over on his channel. And I think they were saying that Nate was stomped down. Now, from what I know, just observation, no, those are two different people. I've heard a little bit of the stomp down guy, and I know Nate from being over Caps all the time on Tuesday. So I think that was a mistake, but Cap was pretty upset. And it's just not something I'm used to. But people will make you, you know, they always say, oh, this YouTube could turn you into this. See, I don't believe YouTube, for one, could turn me into anyone that I don't want to be. That's just me. But then again, I told you I have a real strong mind. I have a real strong mind. And I'm not saying that Captivating Christian and all the other people who has been doing positive commentary, I'm not saying they have a weak mind when they come down here and cuss a mofo out or do what they have to do. Somehow they feel it's necessary that they have to do it. Then they go on about their business and go back to their regularly scheduled program, right? But I heard them cussing somebody out and I was really shocked. But sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to come down here and I notice cuss a mofo out and then go ahead about your business. The only problem I have, hold on before my computer go out. The only problem I have is when you stay there. Lord, don't let my computer go out. I forgot to plug it up. There you go. My only problem is when you go there and you stay there. Then to me, you have allowed these people to get into your head and change who you are. And if you are a professional person, yeah, I want to talk about that too. If you're a professional person who really has a career and has things going for you, you should not allow these people to take you out of your bag, because no matter how many videos we erase, someone could still see it. And it may be the wrong someone that can cost you your job. Some of this stuff is not worth it. Don't even get on their level, because most people who sit and do this every day when they flip their live and they come on every day cussing folks out, doxing and doing all that crazy shit, they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose. So why would you jeopardize what you have for someone who has nothing to lose. They don't have anything to lose. This is what they do. This is how they live. So don't let them jeopardize what you have for some little YouTube stuff. Remember, you guys, is entertainment, but it becomes real life when you start calling people jobs, doxing their family members, harassing people, family members, calling school. When you start doing things like that, that's real life. You are now messing with someone real life. And it gets serious. It gets real. And so you could come down here and cuss a mofo out and go on about your business. Don't stay there. Because when you stay there and you start going back and forth with people, then you have become part of what they call, quote, the beef sector. If that's not your content, don't make it your content. It's so much more we could talk about on here. So much more. But I heard Cap doing that. So Cap, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for Nate, Mr. Nate, from what I know and what I gather from here. You know, he doesn't bother anyone. Hey, Cookie, how are you, baby? He doesn't bother anyone. He minds his business. And it's something I'm going to say that I might step on some toes, but I'm going to go ahead and drop this because this is what I always say. A real man, I want y'all to catch this. A real man ain't gonna do some of the shit that they do on here. Real men don't get into all this gossiping like this and this drama. A real man, and you can say what you want. And if I'm stepping on your toes, maybe you ain't the real man that you say you are. A real man ain't gonna do this shit. They just don't do it. My husband, my boyfriend, my sons, the men that I know, the real men, they will never come down here and get involved in this garbage because real men don't do that. Real men really don't do that. You're not going to catch them in all this woman shit, you know? And that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm saying what's real. Now you think about it. What real man do you know? And men gossip, but they gossip in a different manner. Not this shit. They gossip in. What real man do you know will come down here and do some of the stuff that, you know, these people do on here? And they always claiming to be straight. No, real men don't get involved with garbage like this. That's a fact. It's just a fact. You could say what you want. You could make 100 videos. Whatever response I get is okay with me because I told you this is a little messy today. This is not that, oh, you know, peace, positive. It's a little messy. Real men don't get involved in garbage like this. If you are a real heterosexual man, you need to check yourself if you're getting involved with this women shit. You do. Because there's a manosphere. They don't talk like the men over here, you know. And we know, and this is no disrespect or shade or slander to know, we know that we deal with a lot of gay men here. We do. And we know they gay. So we know they chatty Cathy's. We know they something like us women. But real men is not going to come over and get in bullshit like this. They just don't do that. That's just not what they do. So I question a lot of people who say they heterosexual and they are real men and they do some of this garbage over, especially what they do to women. You know, I could see two women going back and forth, but a man and a woman, no, I can't see that. I can't see that. You know, and that's a fact. You might not like me for saying it, but again, you know me, I'm going to be me and I really don't give a damn who like me or who don't. I say what I want. Real men ain't gonna do that. So y'all check out these people y'all saying, oh, he's heterosexual, he's a real man, he this and that. I doubt it. And that's just me. I don't know people's sexualities. I'm not trying to call out someone's sexuality or nothing. I'm just saying from what I know, and I'll be 60 years old, all the real men that I've been around, they don't get involved in stuff like this. They don't have YouTube channels bashing women, dragging women, talking about crazy stuff like that. They just don't do that. They will entertain us in a different way, you know? And that's a fact. So, and now I wanted, now that brings me to think about this. So, Cap, I don't know what was going on. I hope all is well with you and Nate. I'm not sure. Like I said, I caught bits and pieces of it. I just knew you was doing a lot of cussing and hooping and hollering. Again, I was on my way somewhere. I hope all is well with you and Nate, because from what I know, Mr. Nate is a good guy. And from what I watched, the bits and pieces, he never said anything. He let Cap do the talking. And this is no slam to you, Cap, and please don't take it wrong. But see, Mr. Nate, this might get me in trouble. He's a heterosexual man, according to him. He didn't get in that mess. No shade to you, Cap. He didn't get in that mess. You did all the talking. Because real men don't address stupid shit like this. They don't do that. And I'm not, please don't make it, don't take it wrong. Don't take wrong what I'm saying. I'm just saying he stood in his place. Thank you, Cookie. He never came down. He let you handle it. And that's no shade to you, but I'm just telling you, it's just certain things people don't do. You got it? You got it, Cap? If you still in here, no offense to you, baby boy, because you know I rock with you too. Now, I want to talk about content creators. Cookie, you're in here. Wow, sister, I just started listening to you. Wow, I like your commentary. I like your commentary. I do. I like your commentary. You know, I guess you just put things in perspective your way. I like, to me, you're a great storyteller. I like the way you story tell. You know, I do. So big ups to you, sis. I just watched you. You know, I want to say something too. I have always told people that I don't align myself with any camp, any side, anyone. I made a video. I choose to patronize, or whatever you want to call it, visit any content creator I like. I don't care if you don't like them. That doesn't mean because I'm sitting in Monty's chat and Monty got a problem with Miss Playful that I'm gonna not like Miss Playful because Monty don't like Miss Playful. There's a lot of content creators that I like that don't like each other. I don't get in there and drag. I might twerk a little bit in someone's chat, you know. I drop down, but a lot of times I stay in the bushes because I like both parties. I like both parties. And I wish they wasn't feuding, but that's what it is over here. It is what it is. It gives what it gives. And when you watch it as entertainment. That's what you do. You watch it as entertainment until it gets too grimy. I back off. I back off. Right? But I like, hey, really B, Mixology, Barbara, hello. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments. So I kind of back off, but I want to say this. I was in Rita's chat, and Rita had a live with Cookie and Tracy D. And I dropped down and spoke to them, you know, and I stayed there and I twerked a little bit. You know, they call it twerking. You know, I write a couple of comments. Like I said, I see wrong in all of them. And I like Pizarro, and I hate when these people, you know, beef with each other, but that's what it is. So if you see me somewhere, because I'm damn grown, I just told you I'm real grown, and I support who I like. I like both parties. Do I wish they wouldn't beef? Do I wish we would really do this thing the way they said it is? They said it's op, so let's go there. So if it's opposition teams and you pick the Cowboys and I picked the Redskins, just hypothetically, right? I'm rooting for the Redskins and you're rooting for the Cowboys. We on opposite teams. So anytime the Redskins do something great, I'm going to cheer and be there for them. Just because they fumble the ball, I don't give up on them, right? And you rooting for the Cowboys. Anytime they do something good, you're going to be there for them and you're going to cheer for them. And you're not going to turn against them because they fumbled the ball, because that's who you support, right? So in this analogy of this being entertainment, we are working with ops. What I don't understand, and I'm going to tell you this, like I told you, is a little messy today. What I don't understand is when you have the ops, if you're trying to beat your opponent, the ops, and you have them against the wall, why the hell do you turn around and fight the people who's fighting with you? I don't understand. I'll never understand. Because if I'm in a fight and I got my foot on your neck, I'm going to keep my foot on your neck until I squeeze the life out of you. I'm not going to turn around and start fighting the people who's fighting with me against the ops. Now, when we look at it in that analogy, you guys do it all the time. I don't understand that. Not saying that y'all are could join together as a team, but reality is you guys are calling yourself the ops in this camp and that camp, and you start fighting each other. But you have your opponent against the ropes, and you got your opponent right where you want your opponent to be, and then you turn around and start fighting your teammates. I said, I'll be damned. This is just never ending. You just don't know. I mean, if I was playing a game and it was me, I'm not going to turn around and fight my teammates when I got my ops up against the wall. Y'all see where I'm going? It seemed like it always happened like that. Whenever y'all got y'all foot on an opponent's neck, and I don't care what side, it could be that side or this side. Whenever you got that person right there that you could do them in and put them out of the game, you mofos turn against each other. I just never seen no shit like that in my life. I have never fought like that. Even if me and Diva said, okay, we going down here, and me and Diva and our girls in school, me and Diva, we gonna go down here and we gonna jump this chick, right? We gonna jump this chick. She talking a lot of shit. We gonna get her. We know she come with people too, but we gonna catch her off guard. Now, y'all follow me. So now we got this all planned. So we ready. The day has come. You know, she off guard. Boom. We see her. We run up on her. We start beating the dog shit. Then all of a sudden, I turn around and start beating Diva. Just out of the blue, because Diva done said something I don't like while we in the midst of this fight. I done let her go. And I start fighting Diva. I'm like, what the hell? That's how it is on here. That's how it is on here. Whenever y'all have y'all opponents up against the wall, if we looking at it like a ops thing and like a fight or something, or we looking at it, you guys always turn against each other. And then you start fighting each other. And then your opponent is sitting over there looking like, you damn fools, look at what I created. I mean, if we go look at it like this as entertainment, right? If we go look at it like entertainment and we see that, that's a fact. You guys will have somebody down on the ground and all they down for the count, and you guys will let up and start fighting each other. That's just craziest shit I've seen. I would never, even if I decide to jump in here and play this game, I would never play with no one on here. No one on here. You can't trust them. They turn against each other. So it's like they fighting each other when they should be fighting opponents. So, you know, that's how we look at it, right? Am I lost? Don't we look at it like it's camps and it's the ops and we fighting each other and we going against each other, but then we turn around and fight ourselves. You know, what I'm going to call allies. Let's do it like that, like the military, the United States and Russia. United States turn around and start fighting their own people, and Russia is looking at United States like, yeah, I got you, you damn fool. You almost had us, but I distracted you. You know, I threw Canada in there, anything. You know what I mean? That's how we do. That's how we do over here. And it makes it very, very uninteresting, especially if we looking at it as an ops type thing. You know, now I don't want anyone to get hurt in reality. I don't want anyone to I want to be honest, because I'm not going to sit here and shake and fake like I don't like some people. Some people I don't care, and I don't give a damn what happened to them. I would love to see their demise, but I won't be a part of it. You get where I'm coming from? I would love to see their demise because some of the shit some of these people do, but I will never be a part of their demise. I would just watch it like everyone else, like it's a show. That's all. I would never participate in it. Let me read some of these comments. Yeah, it was so much I wanted to say. I said I was going to be a little show messy. Normally, I don't even talk about it, but there's so much going on. And I tell you guys, whatever is due to someone, they will get. You don't have to be a part of it because so many people, so many content creators on here have enemies that other people will join them just to take that enemy down. You don't have to be a part of it. It's like a show, like I said, we could just sit back and watch what happens. So thanks everybody for coming in. Please, it's 37 people in here. Please make sure you hit the like. I know some of y'all are not going to hit the like. And if you haven't subscribed to BB Nice, she's one of my gemologists. Please subscribe to her. She needs 30 more people. So if you're a content creator and you have a channel, please try to push her to that 30 people so she could get a community wall. She just, everybody lives for the community wall to share out other people's stuff. Mixology, thanks for joining me. Queen Diva, always. That's BB Nice, my queen. Good morning, beautiful. Let me read some of these comments. Thank you. Cookie, thank you. Thank you, Queen Diva. Happy Halloween to you guys, who celebrated. Facts, yes. Queen Diva, Cookie, hey boo, welcome, 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 welcome. That's just a bunch of... YouTube has opened my eyes to the sickness in our real world. Another thing, too, I will never... I did it once. Let me tell you something. Don't link up with these people. Don't align with these people who got a lot of mess and drama going on. And don't get too cozy with them because it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. You say one word or do one thing, they're going to turn against you. And every piece of information you ever share with them will become public to us. So make sure you don't do that. If you do dirt, I have always been told, if you do dirt, do it by yourself. You don't need anyone to do dirt. Do it by yourself. Spend X amount of days, hours, minutes, or whatever you have to gather the tea you need. But you don't need to do dirt with anyone because no one, from what I've seen, and again, people may not like it, but no one on here is trustworthy. There are no real friends on here. I don't give a damn what no one says. It has been shown to me time and time again that I don't believe there's true friends. All you do but have to do one thing a person don't like, and they are going to turn against you and spill all your tea. They're going to show tons of receipts of things you have said and done. Anytime I talk to anyone behind the scenes, and I don't do that very much. 2 people I've talked to behind the scenes, as far as I've talked to one on the phone and the other, I do a lot of text, texting with IG, but whoever, is nothing that I can never say in front of you. Nothing that I will ever be afraid to say in your face. Yeah, I said it. I damn sure did. I wrote in, I said it. This how I felt. This what I saw. I was commenting. Nothing. For one, the people don't faze me. It's like, what the fuck they gonna do? Nothing, right? So that don't faze me. But don't ever say something that you can't say in public, because if you do, 9 times out of 10, when you and that person relationship falls out, trust and believe they're going to tell it. They're going to tell it. Tell everything you said to them. I don't deem no one on here, and I don't give a damn who don't like what I'm about to say. I don't deem anyone on here real friends. I just don't. If you have not been at my house and you have not sat with me, we have not had drinks, eat, we go out to shows or party or something, and you're not a true confidant of mine, then I'm not going to deem you as a real friend. So anytime I say something to you, I have to think. Make sure you watch what you say, because in the twinkling of an eye, they can go against you and tell it all. That's just reality, y'all. Might not like it, but it's reality. It's reality. Don't be fooled. You look amazing, sis. Thank you. You have aged gracefully. I try to take care of myself we got to be careful of what we call and consider entertainment, especially what and how we respond. Speaking to myself, we do, because some of this stuff ain't entertainment. Tracy tried to dock Stomp down and use Nate's picture. Captivating got upset because he didn't want the B sector. Oh wow, is that what happened? I really didn't know. Like I said, I just flipped him on and he was cussing, and I'm not used to Cap cussing, so that's what happened. Okay, hopefully they'll work it out. I don't get into all that shit. Yes, she speaks very well. Wow. Peace. She's a great orator. Who's a great orator? It wouldn't be me. Thank you, sis, for support. Oh yeah, Cookie tells a story. And that's another thing. No matter what the story or who the story is being told, a person has to capture your attention. And she tells a story, and you could follow the story, and she's very detailed no matter what it is. Again, whatever somebody have with somebody else has nothing to do with Mz.Teavalocity. I don't have beef. If I have beef, I don't know about it. Okay, and I don't allow people to drag me into beef. Is not what I do. But she tells a story. Whatever she talks about is detailed and is thorough. Now, who she got her beef with, that's on them. I just like the way the sister tells a story. A lot of these people are entertained. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you very much, Barbara. Thank you for joining me today. That's BB Nice. Okay. Yeah, I do. I love a story. Now, like I said, I will never be a part of anyone's demise, but people get what they get. They just get what they get. One day, you will meet your match. And as they say in the DMV area, Miss Playful, you have heard this. She was time enough for you. Some people are time enough for you. You could do so much that you could do what you want, but somebody will come down and be time enough for you. They'll be just what you're not wanting. And so they got some stuff going on. Wow. I'm impressed. You picked two teams that are the same division and conference. Yeah, baby. I just picked those two teams because I was trying to use that analogy because I don't get into every time I watch this and I put in my mind, all right, Tiva, you go watch it as entertainment. What team are you rooting for? Okay, you rooting for this team. And it seems like as soon as this team, just like the damn Washington Redskins, Washington, get to the field goal, right? They fumble the ball. They do it all the time on here. Your verbs and dictions are impeccable. Out of bloody standard. Oh, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? I said, wow, listen to this lady. Like I said, sometimes I just hide up in the bushes. But I tell you one thing, she said something the other day, and I said, damn, that sister think like me. She think just like me. I don't know. Thank you all for joining. Donations are welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm gonna. I said I was gonna drop the link, and I was gonna be a little messy. Hey, put a one in the chat. Have you guys ever heard of Angela, the Daddy's Girl cult leader? They calling it a cult. Is a female cult leader. She put in these different color eyes. She's a nice looking girl. She's light skinned. She cut her little brows. You remember how they used to do that? And she has these women flocking over her. So she has created this virtual cult, right? And so I was listening to come and get this commentary, but I also listened to Neek at night. And I think the brother's name, if it's a brother, is called the Black Podcast. He had someone who used to be a part of this cult. Well, she had these ladies going gaga over her, right? And they send her money. You have to pray to her. Anybody heard of her? I think most people have heard of. Well, she has them. Hey there, Clive. She had these women going goo goo gaga over her, praying to her like she's a god, but they see her as their god, right? Follow me. Nice looking girl. She used to be a big girl and she lost a lot of weight. So she liked big women. So she preys on big women. And the reason why I say you prey on big women, again, please don't take this wrong, but generally speaking, not all, so don't take it, but big women BBWs, right? Some of them have low self-esteem because our society say that they're not healthy, and they shun them and they talk about when you're overweight. I'm a big woman. I just try to carry myself like a little woman. But I'm a big woman, right? But I try to carry myself as a little woman because society frowns upon obese women. And we know obesity is not good for us. So she preys on those women. And most women with low self-esteem are easy to become cult victims. It's easy because they have the desire for somebody to just want them. So it doesn't matter what type of attention they get, they're just getting attention because they have low self-esteem. And we see that on here quite a bit on YouTube. But so this sister have all these big women, calling her daddy. It's called Daddy's Girl. She's not a bad looking girl. She's crazy as hell because she call herself a god and they think she God. And so if they don't do as she say, get up by 9 o'clock, and they trying to ban her from TikTok. I just read about because she started on TikTok. They trying to ban her off of TikTok because she had these women flocking over her. And the punishment for them is cutting. You know what cutting is, right? So if they don't do what she wants them to do, they have to cut themselves. Take a razor blade. I'm talking about a razor blade and cut themselves as a punishment if they don't do what daddy, they call her daddy, want them to do. Y'all should check out that sickness because that's sickness. Because no matter how big or how small you are, what you have or what you don't have, you don't ever have to succumb to being someone's servant like that. You belong somewhere, but it might not just be where you want to belong at that particular time. Don't ever think of yourself so low that you have to follow someone and do what they tell you to do, and you have to look at them as a god for you to be accepted. But a lot of people with low self-esteem, they easily become cult victims. And so that's what that sister got going on over there. And I can't understand it because the Black Podcast had one of the ex-members and the other two members who still under this Daddy's Girl was talking bad about the ex-member who left. But she was talking about how bad they had treated her because she didn't do what they wanted her to do. They started talking about her home, how she smelled, how she looked. I believe she had left her children behind. But she suffered from some type of mental issues as well. Could be depression or something, her family members were saying. But she was saying how when they didn't obey what daddy wanted them to do, or if they weren't up and dressed and part of her and engaging in her TikTok, that their penalty was to cut themselves. And she said one of the girl had even said she went to cut her face to prove how much she loved daddy. Some of the ding dongs have daddy's name written on them, so they belong to this girl. Like I said, TikTok right now has a petition to ban her because people are doing things like that. But they literally say daddy is their God. You got to check them out. Anytime you go that far, something is wrong with you. Her name is Angela. She from Michigan. It's called Daddy's Girl. It's called Daddy's Girl. Hey, Midnight Star, thank you. I miss seeing y'all. Y'all said Pazar. I don't see Pazar. I don't see Pazar. But hey, Pazar, when they give me that guru vibe, I bounce. Yeah, she got like that guru vibe. You talking about this Angela chick, Cookie? Because it's definitely, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But she gets into the camera and she all sexual, you guys. Nice little girl, pretty, and she got them eyes and she look at you and she licks her tongue. She do all that. She's a lesbian girl. And they just go Google over her. And so now they have succumbed to being her girls. They give her money, they give her money and they obey whatever she say, else they cut themselves. That's crazy. And she tell you to go get the blade and to cut yourself, I guess, in front of her so you could see, you could prove your love. Hey, Miss Conspiracy, what's going on, baby? Hi, charge nothing. What's charge nothing? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about, Pizarro? She used to be looked rather large. She was large. She was large and lost weight. So now I think I heard on Nick at Nights or Black Podcast somewhere I heard that she used to be a big girl and her girlfriend used to treat her the same way. So when she lost all this weight, I guess the tables have turned. Now she's the leader and have women doing the same to her. Yeah, I think that's what happened. She lost a lot of weight because I did see a picture. In fact, she was a big girl, but it's daddy's girl. It's daddy girl's cult. And it started on TikTok. Y'all go check it out. Like I said, come and get this commentary. Did something on. Nick at Night did something on. Hey, let me stop a minute. We have 48 people here. If you're not subscribed to BB Nice, please go subscribe to her. She need like 30 more people so she could get her community board. Now listen. We all want to help everybody get to 1,000. Now it's 500 and you could get a community board on YouTube. So let's help her get to 30 more people. BB Nice, go check and see how many people you have. Teachers are high. I'm okay. I'm getting there. Not as fast as I like, but not giving up. Thank you for being so brave and sharing your story. Her story was something else. It really was. It was so much that I had got from that. And she is so strong. She did a story with Peace Love the other day, and it was great. T. Trisha. Okay, thank you. Let me read this. How's what not a crime? I think it is a crime. I think it is a crime. I don't know, Aisha. I didn't follow it through. But you guys go check her out. Like I said, she's a nice looking girl. She's in the LBGTQIA community. And like I said, she prey on big women. And sometimes just because big women have low self-esteem, a lot of them, statistically, I don't know numbers. I never get up here and know numbers, but I know from research and I know from being a big girl and seeing big girls, how sometimes I felt, damn, I wish I was a little small. I wish I had a bigger butt, and certain things, but my self-esteem wasn't low because I always thought I was a good looking lady. Just me. There's BB Nice link right there. Thank you, Queen Diva, for doing a great job. Queen, as always, my sister. Please help her. Like Jay Dunn said, please help BB Nice get there. Beautiful person. In fact, I want you guys to make sure that you come back and join me next week. I thought that I would be doing Sundays. My schedule, the holidays are coming. So my schedule says different. So I won't be on every Sunday like I planned, to be consistent. I was going to at least do every Sunday, 1 o'clock. But join me next week, Wednesday or Thursday. I have a special guest. And this is an interesting topic to me, you guys, because I've always wondered, just being a straight woman, how can a straight woman who's been married and have children change to or get it, or how should I put this? I don't want to say the wrong thing because I don't ever want to say the wrong thing. But how can a straight woman from being married with children get involved with the same gender and marry the same gender, right? I'm just trying to be real careful not to say the wrong thing. So I'm going to have a guest to tell us that because I'm interested. How did you go from being married, having children, to being in a homosexual relationship, the same gender, what they call a same gender or same sex relationship? I try not to say the wrong thing because I don't want to offend someone, so I don't talk too much about something I don't know. They have these polygamy type relationships. Only different is they're women. Okay, Cookie, you know about it then. You know about it. That live was beautiful on so many levels. Peace, love, and T. Trisha did amazing. They really did. It was a very good live. If you guys haven't checked it out, please go check out Peace, love, and T. Trisha telling her story about domestic violence. Some stuff happened to T. Trisha. Yeah, you guys go check out her story, but I don't know how that sister's still here, how she survived. It have to be God. And she said her saving grace was her niece. I mean, I could feel when she told me one part of her story, I could literally feel the pain. That's how bad it was. Hey, Aisha, what's going on, baby? How you feeling, Aisha? Okay, Captain, emotional vulnerability. Exactly, emotional vulnerability. You right. You right, Cookie. Sorry, I was listening. No offense taken. However, it is my platform and my moderator just standing in the gap for my people. Okay, thank you, baby. I wasn't saying anything. I was just saying that you notice Nate never said anything, that you took control of it. Yeah, I didn't mean anything about it, Cap. You got to follow the whole thing. I've seen married women have a husband and a girlfriend. See, I've never seen that, Cookie. I've never seen that. Because straight is the only thing we've taught as kids instead of being taught what love is instead of who to love. And that's what I think it is too. I think it's because we're taught that way. But I just don't understand. So I'm going to have someone come on next week and explain to me so we can understand. Some people don't understand. Like I don't understand how you was married, you have children. And a lot of people say this, you guys, just don't act like it's me now. Don't act like I'm the only one wondering, well, damn, how did she go from having a husband with kids? Or how did, Bruce Jenner go from, being married with kids now? He's a, trans woman. I'm not the only one think like that. So we got somebody to answer to tell us their story. The church drives many women to get married to men when they really isn't what they want in life. That's what I want to know. So has she always had a desire to be with a woman? And she just did what they call the American thing, the right thing, the church thing, the godly thing. Is that why she went into this relationship? Or was it because she wanted children? And so she know that to reproduce, she had to be with a man? I don't know, but I'm going to get some answers because I'm always curious. I'm telling you, I'm curious, Okay. Me too, Miss T. Yeah, I want to know, Aisha. I want to know. Yes, I've seen women have a stud in prison with whom they treat as husband, but they have a whole husband and man on the outside. They call it gay for stay. Well, hold on, Cookie. Okay, now, Cookie, I know that because I've watched some of those prison stories where the men in there are women to other men and wives to other men. And when they marry each other, I've seen some stuff like that. But when they get out of prison, I've also seen some stories where they go back to being into a heterosexual relationship. And I want to ask some questions in depth because would you, as a woman, Cookie, now that you put this up here, would you call that as actual being gay or just engaging and occupying yourself while you're confined? I don't know. But we gonna find out. Some women cannot be alone, sis. Yeah, men can't be alone either. I mean, we are made really to have sexual desires. That's just who we are. And I guess if you confine, you're going to meet your sexual need as you can. That's something that would be understood, But I'm talking about when you married and you was in a relationship. So have you always had a desire for a woman? I'm going to ask some of these questions because I want to know. Or when did you find out? Or did something happen in your relationship to make you turn to another woman? Because I know at times when we are vulnerable or we are in, bad situations with men, we talk to our girlfriends. And was that girlfriend there for you? And did she say the right thing? Did she do the right thing to make you start liking her as your partner? I don't know. We go get some answers. We go get some answers. I'm okay. I have good days and bad days. I want to be 100%. However, God is teaching me I can trust him. Yes, Aisha, I pray for you, sweetheart, for your healing. She has been suffering with long-term, I hope you don't mind, Aisha, C19. And she's been suffering with it because deemed long term. So my prayers go up to Aisha. Keep her in your prayer. Prayers are powerful, you guys. Hey, Clyde Bussy. But the same thing could be said about the church. Some lesbians are straight for the stay. Otherwise, the church and their families will kick them out. Yeah, and see, that's what I don't believe in. I believe God is love. God is love. Hi, Nazari Malkaya. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Please make sure you guys take the time out to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I normally do positive stuff, but a lot of times, sometimes I just feel like I want to get messy. So I call it a little shady and messy. So I call it shemessy. So I was being shemessy today. I was being a little shemessy. It should be interesting. That's why I wanted to. And Cookie, I think I'm not the only one that think, damn, how did you go from that to this? And explain it to me, because I want to know, were you gay all the time and you didn't know and you just married a man? So she's going to tell us. So I think I'll do it next Wednesday or Thursday. I'll let you guys know. I have a friend whose daughter told her at 12 she believes she's bi. She embraced that baby and it blessed me. I seen it go the other way. Oh yeah. Some people parents aren't ready for it, but I do believe that I'm a heterosexual woman. Okay? That's my choice. That's what I want to do. But I don't knock someone else for their sexuality. I really don't. My belief is my belief. Your belief is your belief. I believe God is love. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it there. I ain't going to get into it. Well, I'm going to share right now because I said that I was going to drop this link, and I've been on here an hour. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. If you want to have something to contribute to this conversation, you're welcome to come up. Please remember, I have a certain decorum over here. If you ever watch me or you know me, it's certain things that I just don't do over here. And I'm not going to change because it works well for me and it's what I believe. And like I said, I'm branding myself. So it's certain things I don't do. But if you would like to come up and you want to contribute to this conversation, you are more than welcome to do that. It was a pleasure to see all of y'all tonight. I really appreciate it. I mean, today. I really appreciate it. So if you want to jump up here and say something in reference to what I was just talking about, Daddy's Girl, make sure y'all go check it out. Look at me chewing this gum. I see myself on camera. Oh, excuse me, please. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Let me take this gum out of my mouth. Ooh. Miss Playful, if you still in here, I got a question for you. Miss Playful, whatever happened with the net detective with you and Cool talking about Relisha Rudd? Thank you, Cookie, so much for stopping by. Like I said, I'll be in your bushes. I sure do. I was in them this morning. Sure was. One thing about YouTube, you guys, you could wake up any time of the night, the day, and you have someone live. So you can always catch a live. I do. Yep. So I think I am going to get ready to get out of here if I don't have anyone joining me, because I have talked enough about what I wanted to talk about. Again, for me, I don't align myself with anyone, any camp or anything. I like the content creators. Oh, hold on. Somebody up here. I like the content creators that I have, that I rock with, and I rock with them for a certain reason. But baby, I'm sitting back. Hey, that's you, Sugar Wugger?
Hey, Miss T.
Okay, there you go. Hold on. We got BB Nice up here. Hold on, BB Nice.
Okay.
I don't know. That's how y'all. I'm looking just like Cookie looking, just looking at some of this stuff going. Yeah. What's up, BB Nice? This is my friend, my queen, my gemologist, BB Nice. Thanks for joining me. What's up, Queen?
Hey, Miss Tiva. Can I first just say thank you so much for sharing my page, and I want to thank everybody that subscribed and shared. It really means a lot to me, and I'm very, very appreciative of it. So I did want to just say that first.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I was looking at this Angela with this BBW. Is it BBW?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
she like BBW went, you know, yeah.
Right, right.
Mhm.
So I was looking at it, and I seen two interviews. I was able to watch two interviews.
You did.
One with Bella and one with Shanae. I think her name is Shanae. Now
Mhm.
Shanae is the one that is a cutter.
That's sad. Okay.
And what she was saying though was that she really didn't want to do it. She really did it for the shock value and the trying to appease Angela for say. That's what she said she initially started doing it
Say
for.
that
It
again. Say that
it was
again.
it was for
Trying.
like trying to appease Angela. You know, she thought that's what she wanted, and it was like it kind of turned her on. So it was really just to appease her. Is how she started doing it. Now going forward, you found out that she enjoyed it herself. But again, when she was in the interview, she was saying how she was really doing it to as like what how can I put this, like fantasizing. You know how you get into freaky type of things with a person and they asking you to do things that you wouldn't normally do, but to turn them on you did it. This
Oh
is the
hell
what she
no.
was this is kind of what she was saying she started. Yeah,
Mm-mm,
I mean that's a little too much. Like I don't know about all that, like
mm-mm,
you know,
mm-mm.
to each his own.
But I
but
got
what
you.
but what stood out to me with that interview was when she said her daughter, she has two kids. She has a daughter and a son. And her daughter is 2 years old. And her daughter came to her with a picture of her cutting and asking her, "What's this? What's this?" And she said at that moment, she realized that my kids are seeing the things that I'm doing. And it's not the things that I really want to do. I'm doing it out of sheer trying to make this woman like me and things of that nature. She said,
Wow.
yeah, and she was saying, you know, at that point, I really had to get out of it. I realized that what I'm doing is not the best thing for. She said, because one day her kids are going to look at these videos and ask questions, and she's like, I'm gonna have to explain why I was doing this for the love of someone. So
Wow.
that was interesting to me. Yeah, that was very interesting.
So, so you saying that Angela don't require them to do the cutting? Because I
No,
heard that it was
she did it. She was doing it. She wanted the girl Shanae wanted to do it. And there's text messages with her saying, "You want me to cut? You want me to cut?" And Angela was like,
right.
"Is that what you want to do?" You know, it was like that. It was like text messages like that. It wasn't Angela saying cut. It was more so, all right, this is what you want to do. So I'm gonna let you do what you want to do.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn, you went deep. Thanks, BB Nice. See,
Yeah.
I thought what I heard when I watched it, but you know, it's always bits and pieces with me. I'm not a detailed person like Cookie and them. No, but I thought they said that was her form of punishment too.
Mm-mm. No, not per se. No,
Not per
no,
se, really.
no.
Thank you for clearing that up because I don't want to
Yeah,
say the wrong thing
because
about
all the
people.
girls didn't cut. It was just the ones that like to cut.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like they would egg it on because this is what you want to do.
So, oh, just to show their loyalty. Hey, MJ,
Right.
just to
Right.
show their loyalty to her. That's what
Yeah.
they were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Now, I
Yeah.
know people ask you, and I know all of us probably been in a relationship where someone asks you to do something that you may not be comfortable doing. But, you know, girl, I don't never pretend to be perfect, but I'm just not doing some stuff. I'm just
Yeah.
not doing it. You better go find somebody else because I'm just not doing it.
It's
Like I don't
interesting.
believe in threesomes. I don't give a damn what nobody else do. I don't invite other women into my bedroom. I just
Now,
don't do
see,
that.
and that's the interesting part because these women are kind of young. Like it's
They
like
are
for
young.
me, right? And so another fun fact that I found out, like the one Bella, who was really into it and called her owner and everything.
Oh, that's the sister with the weave and got the
Yes.
weave like up, not the one with the blonde weave or orange weave.
No, the
The
other one.
other, the brunette one.
She's not it. She's not a part of it anymore.
Oh, okay. So it's not the one with the dreads.
No.
Okay, cool. Just go ahead. Go
This
ahead,
is
because I'll tell
Bella.
you.
There's a video on her like 6 months ago. She was on with Angela, and she was at that point she was all in. She was like, "This is my owner. I only belong
Yeah,
to
yeah,
her."
I remember that. I remember her.
Okay,
Okay.
her. She's no longer a part of it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she didn't leave on bad terms. What happened was her and the girl Shanae got into it. And Shanae started threatening to harm her kids and stuff like that, to kill her kids. So it got to the point where it was unsafe for her. So she had to get out. But one interesting thing she did say is that she was never into poly, but she was willing to give it a chance for Angela. So when she went into the poly relationship, she went in head first trying to please Angela.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Thank you
so
so much for clearing that up, BBC. I didn't know that. You know, I
yeah,
always half-ass get stuff,
yeah.
y'all. I'm good to tell the truth. I'm
Let me
always
tell you,
half. Oh,
once I
that's
get
what it was
into
about.
something, I binge it. I keep watching and watching because I'm interested now.
See,
So
I told you would.
yeah,
I told you would. It's interesting because you don't really see that much in women. And because
right.
because I have followed Nature Boy, I saw more of it in the man's, realm. But a woman and these people flocking over this woman, she ain't a bad looking chick though, is she?
No,
She a
she's
pretty
not.
girl.
She really is not. But these women did this for, again, the shock factor, because they didn't really view it as a cult. They viewed it
Okay.
as a poly relationship.
Oh,
And
okay.
then everybody else started saying it was a cult. So then they started like being facetious with it. Yeah, it is a cult.
Oh.
It really
Okay.
wasn't a cult though. It was just being in a polyamorous relationship with this
Oh,
woman.
okay. Thank you, BB Nice, for clearing that up. See, you dug deep. I just saw bits and pieces of it, and thought this is sick.
Yeah,
Really?
the
This
interviewer
is sick.
asked Bella, would she do it again? And she said, absolutely not. Just this experience made her realize that she is not into polyamorous relationships.
When you talk about polyamorous relationship, I just can't see myself, and honestly, you guys, because I want my husband for myself, my man for myself. I can't see myself being in relationships like that, but it worked for some people.
Right.
And then I've heard more and more people talk about it. Plus, I read about that most relationships are really in a polyamory relationship.
I was about to say that.
They
I was
said
about to say that.
they said you don't even know it.
You don't even
You're
know
already
it.
in one.
That's the difference. That's the only difference, because if you really be honest, most relationships at some point you are going outside the relationship dealing with somebody else. The only difference is your partner don't know it.
So
Versus
cheating.
yeah, that's cheating,
Yeah,
but
because
it's still the same type of thing
yeah.
going on. You're gathering two types of relationships with two different people. They just don't know about it. So it's really not that more different being in a polyamorous, only that the fact that everyone knows and everyone is comfortable and it's okay to until it's not, because we as women, we deal with emotions, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. At some point you're going to start getting jealous. At some point you're going to want that time to yourself.
Yeah,
and that's just a natural flow of the business.
Yeah.
So you can play cute in the beginning thinking, oh, I got something she don't got. You can do that as long as you can. But eventually, yeah.
I can't do it. I can't share. I used to really follow Sister Wives. I really liked Sister Wives. Then they came with other shows. But Sister Wives, but I just said, it's no way that those women aren't jealous of each other. It's just no way. Maybe they're not just showing it for the camera, or they don't want Cody to be unhappy. But it's no way. No man could give you that ample amount of time and love that you need when you want to. When he has a whole nother woman on the side, or more than one, You know, they
Mm-hmm.
have the families, large
Right.
families. So I don't see that, and I don't get into no threesome.
She
I
kind of
can't do
stepped
that.
on her own message too, the Bella girl, because
Oh,
the
did she?
interviewer was like, yeah, the interviewer was like, well, what she said was, when I was with Angela, I kind of needed the help because Angela is a whole lot. She a lot of work. So then the interviewer was like, well, do you think, I mean, are you okay with sharing your woman now? Because she's in a whole nother relationship now. And she said, well, are you okay with doing that with your mate now? And she was like, absolutely not. She was like, do you think that you're the only, you should be the only one, the one and only? And she said, yeah. So it was like, okay, but with her, you were saying you needed the help. She's, she requires a
Hmm.
lot, and you kind of welcomed the other women in because you couldn't do it all by yourself. So it
Hmm.
was interesting. I believe it's called the Black Podcast
Yeah,
Show.
that's what I said. The block.
Uh-huh.
But let me ask you, because I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. But anyway, that's a woman. The black
Yes,
podcast.
that's a woman. That's
Okay.
a woman.
So Diva and I have a friend that we visit quite often here, and BB Nice. You may know. I'm not gonna say the name or not, but Diva often call this person a he and is a she. But
Yes.
Diva thought for a long time it was a he until I
Right.
told her that's a she, but she still calls her a he. And
Right.
so the Black Podcast had me at first. I said, I think that's a man, but no, I don't think that's a man. I think that's a stud. I wasn't sure it is a stud, right?
That's a stud. That's a
Okay,
stud. And
okay.
I don't think, like, it's some women may get offended by you calling them a he, but there
See.
are some women that don't mind it. So it's really to each his own.
Okay. Okay. See, that's why very seldom, when I want to talk about the community, I watch carefully and I hesitate because I don't know enough about it and I don't want to offend anyone because
Mm-hmm.
we all know that a lot of our supporters are part of the community and you don't want to offend them talking about something you don't know. That's why I asked, but I laugh
I,
at Diva all the time because she said he for the longest. And now
yeah.
you just let us know that some studs will be offended, right?
Right.
If
Right. Right. So,
I wouldn't have
yeah.
never known that unless you just told me that, BB Nice. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
known it. I thought they prefer if they was a stud to be called that. So thank you for that information.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want to
Yeah.
do the wrong thing.
Yeah. But
Thank
yeah,
you
it's
so much.
interesting. It's very interesting in the community as a whole. I had to learn myself being here that I can't take everything so personal. Everything is not meant for me. And it's easy for you to take somebody else's shot because you feel like you have to protect the community. But I had to learn that every fight is not mine, and
Mhm.
I can just choose not to fight every battle when it's
Right.
not mine, not to get offended by everything that someone says about the community, because I will find myself getting offended. But I had to stop that because it's really not, every fight is not my fight, period.
Right. And you know what? That's just like what I was saying earlier, BB Nice. That's what I was saying earlier. Some things I'm not gonna come down here and go back and forth with people about. You know what? It's just
Yeah.
not my battle. They have big enough battles, of their own. They fighting, each of these content creators, they fight against each other and fight themselves, with their dragging and roasting and gagging. They don't need me to say nothing.
Right.
The only way I would get in something if I put myself in it, because I really don't watch a lot of this, a lot of them anyway. BB Nice, I sure appreciate that you went and watched that, like I said, because I was interested in that, whether it was a cult, whether are these people, just following her, falling in love with this chick, especially that girl with the blonde hair and the green eyes herself. She's
Right.
like a damn nutcase to me. She's really in love with daddy.
These women
Well,
are all willing participants. They know
Oh,
exactly what they're getting into. They all go into it with
oh,
an
that's good.
open-minded and saying, well, we can do this. But a lot of it is the experience. A lot of these women don't have the experience. This is their first experience. So as they're going through and navigating through this relationship, they're realizing, okay,
Hey,
it's
Malia.
no way she
Uh-huh.
can love me the way she loved everybody else, or love me more than she loved everybody else. And some women can handle it and some women just can't.
You right. Thank you so much, BB Nice. You ain't got to go nowhere, but I want to hit on this Cookie and Miss Playful. Miss Playful says she got pretty busy. She got so busy that they didn't do the story with what's her name? Relisha Rudd, right? Relisha Rudd, not Keisha.
Right.
Relisha Rudd, and that was near and dear to me too because it happened in the DMV area. The little girl was in the shelter up
Mhm.
there, and we really don't know what happened. I have my suspicion on what really happened. I wanted to hear Miss Playful and Mr. Cool do it. Miss Playful
Mhm.
has that type of storytelling voice. She has a good
Right.
storytelling voice. Could be creepy sometime if she wanted to, but she has a good storytelling voice, so I like to listen to it. And I was really looking forward to that, you know,
Mhm.
to her doing that story. That I
Yeah,
was
I
just
want to see it too. I want
I
to see her
wanted to
do it
see
too.
that. So
Mhm.
hopefully they'll do it, you know. Like I
Yeah.
said, she has that type of voice.
Yeah.
But hello, everyone who's joining me again. Thanks for joining me. Please hit that like button. It helps me get in the algorithm. I really thought you guys, I was getting consistent and was going to be on here, on Sundays at 1 o'clock. But my job say no, you won't be on there on Sundays. You're going to pull some of these 12s and like everybody else. So that's what I'm doing. But so I'll have to try to make time to bring my special guest on Wednesday or Thursday if they're available. Please make sure you come here. If you have questions, you could participate, or you could. Uh, Queen Diva, BB Nice or Queen Diva, do you guys have my email? You could,
Yeah.
send me questions on the email because I'm so interested about how this particular person end up having children, being married, and went to a same-sex loving relationship, and in a very healthy and happy relationship she is. So we'll talk to her. So I never heard of a story. Was she in the shelter with the parent or with the foster? She was in there with her parents. They talking about Relisha Rudd. Okay, y'all go finish up this weekend. Okay, yeah, because I know that's something to cover that story about that little girl. I always have my questions and suspicions about it too, Miss Playful. I saw that video you did about Relisha, right? I researched it more and saw that she may have been trafficked out here in Atlanta. Oh, now I didn't know about that part, Jay
I
Dunn.
know.
You know that story? You know about that story, BB Nice?
No, no.
You
Mm-mm.
gotta listen. It was a little girl around our area whose mother was in the
Oh wait, no,
shelter.
I do know about that story. I was talking about what Jay Dunn just said. I don't know about that part,
I
but
don't
yeah,
know
no,
about that, Jay Dunn.
yeah,
Where did
no,
you
I
get
do know
that
about
from,
the
Jay
story
Dunn?
though. Mm-hmm.
Jay Dunn, where did you get that part from that she was trafficked to Atlanta? I never heard about that. Wow, I didn't know that. I believe she was trafficked, trafficked out. I do believe that. I
Mm-hmm.
do. I believe her. For one, I believe that her mother sold her to that man.
Mm.
That's just Miss Playful. I believe that. Miss Playful,
Mm.
do you believe that? You don't have to tell us your whole show, but do you believe there? Thank you so much, Cookie. I appreciate it. That is not, that is a lot is sickening. Yeah.
Yeah, Miss T, I'm gonna jump down now.
Thank you, baby girl. Hope
No
to see you
problem.
soon.
Of
Thank you
course,
so much for
of
sharing
course,
that. Again,
absolutely,
I
not a
was
problem.
wrong. I
That's
was wrong,
okay.
and you righted my wrong right in front of me. Thank you so much for
No
your information.
problem.
Love you, Queen. You know
Love
I
you
do.
too. Peace.
Thank you. Hey. Jay Dunn, where did you hear she was in Atlanta? There's a lot of sickness. Thank you for it's a failure to protect from all aspects. Yeah, Mz.Teavalocity. Yes, baby. It's Mz.Teavalocity at gmail.com. Thank you. I saw in another YouTube video. I never saw that about her disappearing. I never saw that she was trafficked to someone in Atlanta. I do believe that the mother was on drugs from what we could tell, and that she probably gave. Hold on, let me make sure this is the last done. She gonna come because I want to know, but I don't want you to tell it all. Cause hold on. That's you, JD. JD, is that
You gotta
you?
click me in. Yeah, it's me.
Okay, go ahead. I
Yeah.
don't want you to tell it all, but where did you hear that from?
From another YouTube video and a couple of YouTube videos actually. Because when he got her, she was supposed to be going on vacation with him, his wife, and his grandkids. And the vacation was supposed to be somewhere out here. That's the reason why they have the surveillance of him taking her into the hotel,
I remember
because it
that.
was supposed to be a vacation. And so I've been seeing other YouTubers do videos about the fact that he could have still taken a trip to Atlanta and dropped her off somewhere here before he returned there. And they actually fired I don't know if it was like a chief of police or somebody. It was somebody in the authorities that got fired behind this, or was under scrutiny. If they didn't get fired, they were under scrutiny because they set off the Amber Alerts, but they only set them off in the DMV area
Uh-huh.
instead of setting them off through the whole East Coast,
Yeah.
which would have included Atlanta. So even whenever she was missing, nobody down here even knew to be looking for her.
Hmm. I think she was like 6 or 8, right? Well,
Um, yeah, I
she
think
was
she
like
was like 8 or 9 years old.
eight, yeah, eight, yeah. I remember, I remember the story very well, and my first thought was, and I don't want to do it because Miss Playful could do a whole thing on it, and so I want us to kind of, get into it like that. But I've always thought that because her mother probably was on drugs and they was in the shelter, that her mother could have sold her to that gentleman. I
Mm,
do. For some reason, I felt that. You know how your spirit just feels something? How your spirit just feels something? I felt that somehow her mother and grandmother knew. And so I hope you really get into it, Miss Playful, because I'm so looking for into detail. I hope you did thorough research. I'll be there front seat because I really want to hear other people's perspective. Because, like I said, I thought she was sold. I never heard about the Atlanta thing until you just said that, JD. I never heard about the Atlanta thing.
yeah, they were supposed to be going on a vacation. Well, you shared Miss Playful's thing because I didn't even know
I
about that
did.
channel. But you
I
shared
did.
it, and I watched it when you shared it, and that made me go and research it more. And yeah,
Oh,
there was
yeah.
supposed to be some type of vacation that she was going to go on with this man and
See,
his
I didn't know
family.
that. Who the
hmm
mother was
That's
going to? Or
no,
just
no, just her,
okay.
because they trusted him because she always played with his grandkids.
Okay. Okay, Miss Playful, you better be on it because I didn't even know that. But the grandmother, didn't the grandmother seem kind of suspicious to you? See, I saw it on the news and everything, of course, because I was in that DMV area. But the grandmother seemed real kind of suspicious. Her and the mother had, again, it was a dysfunctional family. Her and the mother had their own dynamics going on. But for somehow, something didn't sit right with me about the grandma. Like the grandma
hmm
knew what happened too.
hmm
I think
Yeah,
the grandmother was on drugs as well. So did they
yeah.
sell it for a rock or something? I don't know. Something is weird. I'm interested to see what Miss Playful and Cool has to say about it, and you putting in input too. So that should be. I'm not rushing y'all, but I hope y'all get it together, Miss Playful. Um, yeah, Cookie. I believe she. You believe she did? Oh no, you believe she deceased? I believe. Oh wow, I don't know about that, Cookie. For some reason, I thought perhaps she's in some type of sex
but,
trafficking ring.
but
What you
that's the
think,
thing,
JD?
though. I do. I think she might be passed away at this point as well. Um,
Oh
but
wow.
But for what Cookie is saying, the man was supposed to be the godfather to her. Like Mz.Teavalocity, if you go and look it up, them people done been on the Steve Wilkos show. You know Steve Wilkos?
Yeah,
They
I saw
done,
the show. That's
yeah,
last
they done,
the show.
yeah, they done been on there twice. It's been other people doing research about it. But most importantly, I started trying to track any documentaries about the man before he committed suicide.
But JD,
Mm-hmm.
they did want to take that lie detective test. The grandma, who didn't take it? The mother didn't take it, right?
The mama was the only person that didn't. The
Right, the
grandma
grandma
and
and
the
the yeah,
stepdaddy. Hmm.
and the
The
stepdaddy
grandma
did.
and the stepdaddy took it. And so
Oh,
when I was doing research about the man before he took his own life, like it was basically saying that yeah, he had like a whole vacation involved, hence why she was gone for so long and nobody realized she was gone because he was supposed to be taking her on the vacation.
mm-hmm. Oh, see, you know what? I tell you, if I don't stop, you know what? That's my ADHD. For real, y'all. It's my ADHD. I gotta stop and focus on stuff. Sometimes I have so much going on, I only hear bits and pieces of it. Lord help me. But see, I didn't know about the vacation and all that.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
when
I will go
sometimes
back. I was just gonna say I will go back and try and look through to find it, and then I'll share it on my community wall if I can, because I
oh,
remember actually going through so many different things to try to find it. But I do know that the authorities got reprimanded because the Amber Alert should have been put throughout the
sound,
entire
yeah.
East Coast because she was
Mm,
supposed to be coming to Atlanta for the vacation.
mm. Well, we shall see. We all research. I'll be there front row seat and Miss Detective and Miss Playful thing watching. I was waiting for her and Cool to do it so I could listen to someone else's perspective. After so I appreciate that. See, I didn't know that, Jay Dunn. I didn't know about that part. Yeah, it's sad, but you know, of course, he's not here. His wife not here. The little girl's not here. The mother
Mhm.
is still here, but we don't hear anything about it. You know, we
Right.
don't hear anything about it. So I
Right, but yeah,
pray.
if I run across it, I will share it on the community wall for you, Miss Eva.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, I hadn't seen you, so I'm glad to see you, JD, in here. You crossed my mind the other day. I hadn't seen no video in about 3 days. I was like, damn, where's JD? Just saying, just saying. That goes to show you I do keep abreast of certain people. I hadn't seen you in about 2 or 3 days. No, the wife? No, he off the wife. Okay, I'll check out those review. I'll check out the comments. Thank you, Queen Diva. I I don't know why they hold it for a review. Thanks, Queen, so much. And it's just Cookies comments. I have to check that out. Thank you. Thank you,
He
Queen,
killed
for
his
letting me
wife.
know. Huh?
He,
JD,
I was
why you
telling
want to
Aisha,
kill certain people stuff for review?
I was telling Aisha that he killed his wife. Like
Yeah,
that's the thing. He killed the
yeah, he
wife because the wife
hung
found,
himself.
from what I have researched, he killed his wife because she found out about what he was doing with this little girl.
Oh, stop it.
Um
Stop it. That like
no,
you
no, not anything perverted. No, no,
oh
not
okay.
anything perverted.
Okay.
But the fact that he had done kidnapped her.
Oh, the wife didn't know?
No.
Okay. Okay, so we
And,
can't.
and
Okay.
once right, and once the wife realized his involvement, from what I'm hearing is that she might have confronted him, and that's what made him kill her first before he ended up killing himself. But
Oh,
this is all what I've researched because there's so many people on YouTube who have been following this
um,
because it's been going on for like 10 years.
oh, Cookie saying there's a case like that in PA too. You know what? It's a case everywhere like that, you guys. But you know, the sad thing is we're having this conversation, and I'm really thankful for Miss Playful and Mr. Cool doing it because, like I said, it hit close to home. But it's so much stuff that we can share on here that we can engage in, you know, that will be beneficial to us. I didn't know about what you tell me. You know, I now Cookie is saying is a case like that in PA. So it's many cases, but we don't hear them because some of the foolishness that's being talked about is shutting out the reality of what's going on in our real world. You know, the missing children. I know some people said that they were going to start doing things on missing children. So hopefully they'll start doing it. I heard a couple of people, a YouTube content creators, say that they was going to do stories on missing black women and men and children, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that would be a good thing, you know. I'm sure I'll be there to support it.
Yeah,
That's a great one to do. I
yeah,
just
but
can't do it.
essentially, whatever how he kidnapped the little girl and was holding the little girl and trying to take her wherever, the wife didn't know nothing about it. But once she found out, she confronted him, and so that's what made him kill her.
Oh, really?
Mhm. So yeah, the wife got killed first, and then that way she was out the way, and that's why I believe that he might have took the little girl to Atlanta, if that is true. But again, they didn't put the Amber Alerts down the East Coast, so nobody even knew to be looking for it if that was even the case.
Well, I want you to be on the lookout for her. You know how
Yeah.
she looked now. They done did progress pictures.
Hmm.
Didn't they put out progression pictures? You know how she would look now?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think she would be like 19 years old now, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It's been that long. You're absolutely right.
Hmm. But yeah, well, Miss Velocity, I'm gonna drop down. I just wanted to come up
Thank
here
you,
and answer
baby
those.
girl.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining me. Much love to you, JD.
All right. You too, Miss Velocity. Bye.
Thank you, baby. You guys, this has been interesting, but it was an open panel, and I wanted to talk about everything I did. I wanted to share a couple of things, but you know, I also thought that thing with John Bonet Ramsey was odd too, man. Something didn't sit well in my spirit about her and her family, you know. So I don't know. There's a lot of missing children, and we have to just that's what we should focus on, stuff like that. Where are our black women at and our black missing men? Are they doing it for organs harvesting, sex trafficking? They finding out more and more that a lot of our young women and men are being taken for sex trafficking and organ harvesting. Those things are interesting. You know, I think they would help educate us on some things that's going on in our community that we should be aware of. Hey, Miss T, listening and making something to eat. Thank you, Quiet Storm. Appreciate that. You guys, I'm going to drop this link one more time. If somebody want to come up and talk about something we have spoken about today, you're welcome. If not, I'm going to get ready to get out here. It's been an hour and 42 minutes. It's long, but I enjoy it. I enjoy coming down here. And like I said, I normally try to stay on the positive side, but sometimes I like to be a little messy. I really do. What Cookie said? Somebody in that family did that. Yeah, it's some horrible stuff that happened to kids. It really is. Oh, okay. So his name is Kelly Broderick. Kelly Broderick, a NHL hockey professional, just exposed one of his coaches from the hockey team for for sexually abusing him. That's a grown man. You guys, I get so I sleep with my television on, and so I get up and I hear some things, you know, at night. Different if it's on YouTube, but this was on the news. He just exposed his coach for sexually assaulting him, and told him if he told that he would end his NHL hockey career, and basically make wait amputate him, not amputate him like that, chop off his legs, he'll never be able to play hockey. So he's exposed him, right? And this man, you guys, was crying like a baby. I was sleeping, and I could hear it in my sleep, but he was telling his story. My heart broke so much for that guy. He was crying like a baby, a full-fledged grown man who's just coming out to tell his story about a hockey coach. His name is Kelly Broderick, I believe. That's a sad thing because it happens to men too, sexual abuse, and molestation, but they don't come forth. He's just coming forth, but because he had been threatened, he never said anything about his hockey coach. Yep, I heard that today. He was weeping and crying like a baby, a grown man. My heart broke for that man. Oof, so sad. I heard that today on the news. So I'm going to get ready to get out here. Well, it happens to a lot of boys too. I know, and they don't come forward, and we don't talk about it enough. I did try to do a show because I have been watching some videos and doing some research on molestation of little boys, sexual abuse of young men, you know, and that's where I got that grooming from. That's where I started looking into that grooming. And they don't say anything, they embarrassed to say anything. But a lot of those children, and most children, are threatened. And so they don't say anything. So I thought, wow, that was so sad for that man. He was crying really bad too. And then come to find out the coach had did it to other people as well. But this is NHL. NHL, this is professional hockey. This man talking about professional hockey, a team, right? He was a professional hockey player. Just like I said in my previous live, that it happens all the time to boys too, but they never say anything. And that when you think you're putting your kids in activities, after school activities like soccer, football, basketball, baseball, Girl Scout, Boy Scout, those people that you trust, some of them are being sexually assaulted, abused, whatever. They are, but they don't tell because they're afraid to tell. And then you find out later on in life they decide to tell what someone else did to them. It's so crazy. It's so sad. You can't trust anyone. It's just that you just can't trust anyone. And this been happening for many, many years. Like I said, we see it more, we hear it more because of media, because of social media. More is more on the news, there's more people being exposed, coaches and everything. But it's been happening for years. They tend to have more than one victim. Yeah. So I think some other people will come forth now, because if I was hearing right, like I said, I was asleep. I was somewhat sleeping. I was hearing when I woke up. I think someone else came forth too to say that particular coach had did the same thing to them and had threatened them as well. The struggle with the idea of being called gay because they allowed it to happen to them, as if they are supposed to have a special power to fight on. You right. That's another thing they are afraid of, that you will call them gay, or women will look at them different. Maybe they will have difficult time. They will have difficulty in finding relationships because something like that has happened to them. And when I was reading about this long time ago, and I was doing it, I was trying to get a show about it. It said a lot of the men were embarrassed. They were embarrassed because they were afraid that they wouldn't be able to have healthy relationships because they had this haunting them. Excuse me. They had this, haunting them. Yep. So, not one cookie, that part, Aisha. It literally makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach too. It makes me really sick to my stomach. I don't know about you guys, but it's very hard for me to watch some things because I get physically sick. I do. I really get physically sick from watching some things. And I know you guys may call me a little crazy or whatever, but it's hard for me to watch pictures like Roots. I had a real hard time watching Roots. Any pictures any picture that's related to abusing my people for no reason, simply because the color of our skin, abusing children, abusing the elderly. It's hard for me to watch shows like that and pictures. So you probably could ask me about a show involved in something like that, pertaining to that, and I couldn't tell you because I probably didn't watch it. I choose not to watch it because it physically makes me sick. It really does. And it makes me angry, so angry that I don't even dare to watch it. So a lot of times when you have pictures like Precious was one of them, I never watched it. I can't watch a picture where a child is getting abused in any form or fashion. Yeah, I don't watch stuff like that. I couldn't really watch Roots that much. I remember as a young child that I did watch some of it, but you know how you could go back and watch it? It was just a picture that I didn't want to go back when they was beating Kunta Kinte like that. Chopping off people's foot. I think they had chopped off some. Then lashing. Yeah, I can't see people mistreat other people like that. It's just not my thing. Oh yeah, there's a lot of female offenders. There's a lot of female offenders. You right, Cookie. I know I'm all over the place. My ADHD might be kicking in now. Precious is an excellent case study. Maybe an excellent case study. I just couldn't watch it. I just and I know watching pictures like that enhances my knowledge in areas like that, but my stomach can't take it. I just can't see someone being mistreated like that, you know? I don't know. That's me. I'm weird, I guess. Me too. I learned in December of last year. I'm an empath. Maybe that's what it is, Aisha. I'm an empath and I just can't watch it. Yeah. Some things I just don't get involved with. But you guys, I'm about to get out here. I'll drop this link one more time if somebody want to contribute to the conversation. If not, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I enjoy my life. I always enjoy coming down here talking to my people. If you don't know me and you not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I do pretty good. I'm not consistent. I'm not on here all the time. But when I come on, I'm pretty good, I must say. So, with that being said, we're going to get ready to get out of here. I'm going to play my theme song instead of What's Happening. I came in on What's Happening because what is really going on here? Remember, it's high beef season. It's high beef season. You may, become part of the beef today, tomorrow, anytime, because it's the holiday. Remember that. It's the holiday, y'all. So it's high beef season. That's what I call. So they got to find some, beef. Some of this beef is made up beef. Some of this beef is beef that we done heard of, it's the same old beef with the same old people, But I don't know. I'm just sitting back enjoying the show. Like I said, I play different. I could never play on some of these teams because I play different. I play for keeps. And if I got my opponent on the ground, I'm going to stomp the shit out of him. Try to stomp the life out of him. I'm not going to let him go. And turn around and start fighting my own people. Crazy, but y'all do what y'all do. With that being said, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for engaging in the chat, BB Nice, Queen Diva, my two Jamals. Thank you so much, Cookie, for stopping by. Aisha, Quiet Storm. Hey, Quiet Storm, I miss you. Thanks everybody for joining me. It is high beef season. Remember that. You could be part of the beef because it's high beef season. It's a holiday. With that being said, if you see your king's crown crooked, help him straighten it up. If you see your queen's crown crooked, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and your princesses. They are our joint heirs. They are our future. They're looking for us to leave them some type of legacy and not drama and beef and garbage. They're looking for that. As always, be a blessing and never bother. It doesn't take much. A simple hello, how are you? You look beautiful today, Aisha. Cookie, I like your smile. BB Nice, your hair looks beautiful. Can I buy you a cup of coffee? Here's a couple dollars. Go grab you some lunch. I'll get those groceries. I'll open that door for you. It doesn't take much for us to bless someone. No matter what I come down here and do, I always wrap it up, letting you know. It doesn't take much to be a blessing to somebody. Be positive. With that being said, I don't know if it's Wednesday or Thursday, but you guys be blessed and be safe. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you for joining me again. Don't forget to go over to BB Nice. Please go over there and just tap that subscribe button. She's worth it. Much love.